It looks like Meghan Markle's old PR firm, Sunshine Sachs, is not happy with her. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Because, yeah, old PR firm Sunshine Sachs is not happy with Megxi whatsoever, and all credit goes to MRC at Brigantia __ for sharing this. And so, yeah, this is a throwback to January 2020. The vice president at Sunshine Sachs saying that Megxi wanted to shill royal merch to Kardashianize the monarchy and that she'd heard Markle wasn't good people. 4 years later, it's almost like Elizabeth knew. And so, yeah, this is Elizabeth Thorpe that apparently was speaking out against Megxi. She's a single mum, vice president at Sunshine Sachs, former EIC at Capital File Mag. And, yeah, here we go. So we have Daniel Summers saying it's almost as though he cares more about his happiness and that of his wife and child, the remaining part of a system that destroyed his mother's life when he was a child himself. And Elizabeth Thorpe, vice president at Sunshine Sachs, again, Megxi's old PR firm, turns around and says, knock, knock, I have a different take. And Daniel Summers is like, go on. And I'm like, go on, lass, let's hear it. And so Elizabeth Thorpe then says, Meghan wants to do the international superstar things, not the community centre opening on a wet Wednesday in Stokes-on-Trent. She wants to shill Duke and Duchess merch on QVS to Kardashianize the monarchy. Daniel Summers is like, again, I guess time will tell. I don't know why she'd been motivated to leave the royal family to be an international celebrity. Her would have been MIL was arguably the most famous woman in the world, and we've just seen video of her chatting with Beyonce. Elizabeth says, I've heard not very nice things about her from people in Hollywood. Not sure she's good people. I hope I'm wrong. And Daniel Summers says it's so hard to get to know. Let me get my teeth back in. It's so hard to know got much credence to give that kind of thing. And Elizabeth says, one of them I trust implicitly. This is way before she began dating Harry too. So let's actually break this down, okay? Because Elizabeth Thorpe back in 2020, she must have had a crystal ball. Because everything she's just said there has actually come to fruition. Opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Let me explain. So Elizabeth Thorpe says Meghan wants to do the international superstar things. Oh, hell yeah. Only, a couple of days ago, she was going to Tyler Perry's house for his birthday with the rest of the celebrities. Trying to hang around with all the celebrities when she went a couple of weeks ago to the Hamptons. Just for example, just recently. Oh, yeah. She wants to do the international superstar things. Oh, yeah. Just look at the 2 fake royal tours that she's been on this year in Nigeria and Colombia. Oh, yeah. She definitely wants to be the international superstar. She wants to shill Duke and Duchess merch on QVS to Kardashianize the monarchy. American Riviera Orchard. Or whatever the hell she's going to call it. I'll rest my case on that bit. Elizabeth Thorpe then says after that, I've heard not very nice things about her from people in Hollywood. I mean, the most famous one that comes to mind for me back in the day is Jennifer Aniston. When Megxi had a little bit of a bit part on Horrible Bosses, apparently, Megxi was horrible, to coin a phrase there, coin the term. And Jennifer Aniston, she took note. And she was like, I never want to work with her again. She's absolutely horrible. Come to present day, you've got executive producer in Spotify saying that she's a freaking grifter. And you've got so many comedians taking the mick out of her and slamming her. So, yeah, Hollywood is just not impressed with her whatsoever and want nothing to do with her. And so Elizabeth says that she hopes that she was wrong. Well, I get the sentiment, but she was not wrong whatsoever. She wanted to shill. She wanted to be the international superstar. She wanted to be famous. She wanted to Kardashianize the monarchy and a brand. All of that she has tried to do since Elizabeth Thorpe said this in 2020. This is why I said earlier on, Elizabeth Thorpe must have had a freaking crystal ball in her hand when she was typing this out on Twitter, because damn, she was on the money here. And it makes it even more funnier and so good that this came from the vice president at Sunshine Sachs. Why? Because for those that don't know, there is a rumor, just a rumor, okay, that the Sunshine Sachs split from Megxie for two reasons. A, apparently Megxie never listened to them in the first place and followed their advice, which I can imagine is the case, in all honesty. And B, much more chillingly and scaringly, apparently she never paid them. She never paid Sunshine Acts the totality of what they were owed. Again, all rumours, do your own research on that one. But knowing them rumours and knowing that 4 years ago, the vice president of Sunshine Sachs said all of this, and it's all now come to fruition, has proven Sunshine Sachs right. And being a little bit petty here, little bit of revenge for Sunshine Sachs as well. They're probably pointing right now at WME, William Morris Endeavour, which is the current PR firm for Megxie, and going, ha ha, she's your freaking problem now. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, believe me, of course there's going to be more. You do not want to miss my next video. Then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that go play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about Sunshine Sachs and what they've just said about Megxie, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.